because I just updated my Comixology reading list.
Hello. I'll take a look, Jeff. I don't know. Hello, we're live. We opened up with. Is that from the dead? No, but someone might die tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I got 5 threat to spend. But we're back with the conclusion of the Romanian Imperative here on Garblight Games using Achtung Cthulhu. And yeah, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if they get out of there with the Zeppelin in one piece. The Nazi secret Zeppelin. We'll do roundtable and we will introduce the characters. Starting with Jeff as Pavel.
I'm Pavel Warchek and my good friend Gregor. We are from the great, I don't even know where he's from. He's from everywhere, from the mountains of Carpathia. He is a cultist, spiritual leader, dreamwalker. He casts spells. He's soon to be brother-in-law to Harry. Very excited to be here. Linguist. Knows every language, at least the important ones, and not the make-believe ones, like this French that he has heard recently. I don't know. Very confusing. Everyone thinks they can have a language now.
Megan as Ruby.
Yes. You know, Jeff, I love following you. It always brings a smile to my face. Ruby McKay, Lieutenant Ruby McKay. She's from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. She worked at a waitress in a diner. One day, this gentleman walked in. It was love at first sight. Her and Roger were smitten. So naturally, when Roger decided to enlist with the British Army, Ruby went with him. They went to England on the eve of Roger's departure. They were out celebrating in East London, and a building fell on Roger, his entire... what are they called? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Regiment?
Yep, there we go. Regiment. Thank you. And Ruby woke up in a hospital. She devoted herself to being a nurse. And she still hears her dead lover in her head.
Creepy. It is by Bendis. It's just called Moon Knight by Bendis and Maliv. It's volume 6, issues 1 through 12. I don't think it's the whole 12 issues. Sorry, but I knew it was Bendis. All right. There we go. Thank you. Sorry, I was Googling at the same time. Aaron. Harry Hammer.
Hey, everybody. I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Captain Harry Hammer. He was... a big kid, a smart kid, went to college on a athletic scholarship, but it's there that he really proved himself to have the know-how. He was in his postdoctorate work in mechanical and electrical engineering when the war broke out in Europe. So he raised his right hand and enlisted in the U.S. Army. Basic training, they quickly figured out that he was too smart to be in basic training, so they sent him over to Majestic, where they've been capitalizing on his brain power in the development of super science weapons. But he wanted to get into the war, so they sent him over to Section M to field test some of the electrified weapons from Majestic, the E-bar and the electrified trench knife, to assist Section M in their missions and, when and where possible, to accumulate the super science of the enemies and possibly allies to bring back to Majestic so that we can retro engineer them.
Yes. Yes.
And he's engaged to Pavel's sister and is looking forward to his jetpack wedding.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, which came about
Bury
during
the
this
lead, why
adventure.
don't you, Harry? Come on. Like, all those other things were important, but not as important as your pending nuptials.
That's true. That's true. Pavel, I don't know what to tell you. I'm very excited to meet your sister and to marry.
Oh, she's very excited to meet you, I'm sure.
Jeremy, Jonathan Morris?
Yeah, I'm playing Sergeant Jonathan Morris, career soldier, head knocker. Allegedly, I died a year or so back. The powers that be did an experimental blood transfusion. Some people throw words out like super soldier. I say find a job where you can decapitate a man with a shield and you never work a day in your life. Also, I'm very excited to be the flower girl at Harry's wedding.
Yeah, and that happened last week, didn't it? Decapitating some of the shield.
That was beautiful. I cried. Manly tears.
It was badass. It was badass. All right, and Henri.
Yeah, I'm playing Henri Flou Abe. He is a resistance leader in Romania, not in France, but maybe he'll go back to his homeland. He is also the founder of the Baguette Ninjas. It is a new monastery that will be built someday when he gets enough money. And, he has a bloody baguette and he has a couple more stale ones ready to go for some Nazis.
Oh my god. That reminds me. Okay, so if you're gonna spend bits or donate bits, it's gonna go towards creating truths, and that's how we got into this baguette nonsense. You can buy truths. 100 bits will create a truth in a scene. You can give them to me too. You don't have to just give them to these guys. These baguette ninjas. I'll take them. But what happened last week? So you're in a mine. You started face to face bumping into some Nazis, and you guys got in a fight, and you kicked their asses, even though they had like night vision goggles and they could see you, and it was completely dark, and they had the advantage. They kicked your butts, or you kicked their butts pretty good. You ran into some workers. You ran into the son of what was his name there? The gentleman you met in the village.
Darius's son. His name is Kadra.
Yes, that's right.
He has beard. He's in early 30s.
It's Codrin. Codrin.
He keeps getting that wrong. He must have banged his head. That is not his name.
All right, Kadra.
Lost in translation somehow.
And so you guys took the uniforms from the dead Germans, and you came up with this plan that you were going to bring the workers back to the camp early, because there's a strict regiment that is followed here where soldiers go from the soldiers' camp to the workers' camp. They grab workers. The workers at the mine proceed to go back to the worker camp. They meet halfway in the middle of this big valley that you're in, and that's the way things go. But you decided to get to the camp first so that you didn't meet them on the walk, and then like a fight broke out because like, hey, why are you covered in blood? Hey, wait, who are you? So we got to the camp. The workers revealed that things aren't that bad. They're actually being treated quite well. They're kind of happy. They're being paid well. They're given food and alcohol and all sorts of things. They just kind of told you a little bit more about those blue stones. Not much more, but those blue stones. You had found one on one of the Germans in the mine as well in like a metal box. And we left off with you guys coming up with a plan to do a ambush when the Germans show up to take the next shift, right? Is that that was the plan? And then you're going to teleport into the Zeppelin.
Yeah, I believe covert operations were going to be
used.
Oh my god, covert operations, huh? Is that what we're... Oh, wait.
We're hiding in tents.
Yeah, I know.
How more covert?
The plan. So you're wearing German uniforms. I was thinking about this today. I know we talked about it after the session to get an idea of what your plan was. So you're wearing uniforms. Are you going to go out there and like try to like intercept them? Are you hiding? Are you telling the workers to go out there like they're waiting for the shift and to go with the other soldiers? How do you want to set up this scene? Because you've got some time. What's your plan?
I think we have the workers out there like they were going to go on their next shift. We have Sergeant Morris out there in in a German uniform with his back to the incoming crowd. So they don't realize that they don't recognize him immediately. Then when they get close, we fall in behind them. We come out of the back of the tents. We get them in a pincer move. Sergeant Morris turns around, kills a couple. We kill the rest.
So we're going to have a fight here. So you were prepared for a firefight. You're going to bring attention to the workers' camp? Because they said they don't want any trouble, right? The workers?
Do it quiet. Yeah, okay. They don't want any trouble. We're going to do it quiet. We're going to steal the uniforms. And we're going to tell them, we're leaving your camp. And do what you want to do. But we recommend you leave because, there's not going to be much left here. Yeah.
It's closing time.
What do you guys think? Is that a reasonable plan?
So you're saying you want me to murder Nazis with my bare hands?
Yes.
I'm in.
Or your shield.
It still counts as hand to hand. It's
as long as we do it quietly, and then we'll come up behind them. We'll circle around behind them and knife them in the back.
As long as I get to roll covert operations, that's all.
I think that's the setup roll, right?
Yeah,
Get us-
that's what I'm thinking. I was gonna let you do that as a setup roll. I put you back. I put you back on the map of the valley just to get an idea. I don't have a map zoomed in of the work camp. You know, there's a few tents there. There's a fire. It's very modest, and you do have that forest that is to the southeast of you, dense forest. And there's a river that comes out of there. But other than that, it's just a wide open, desolate valley. So sound travels, as we found out. And, you know, people with, you know, binoculars or maybe up high in a Zeppelin looking down in the valley might be able to see things, or with rocket packs could fly over. But, okay. All right.
We could also always wave at them from inside a tent, one guy in a German uniform saying something in German, say Pavel, who speaks German, to have them come into the tent, and we could kill them in the tent.
Yes, I speak German, Harry. I have very good accent.
I know you do, Pavel.
I could say something in German for you, like ich bin ein Berliner.
I don't know what the...
I'm a jelly donut.
Frankenfurter.
I'm a jelly donut.
Yes.
Come into the
yes.
tent. I'm a jelly.
All right.
donut.
Come,
So-
we have jelly donuts in tent. Yes, that'll lure them here.
Or we just have Gregor send them a note.
Yes, delivers.
So-
yes.
Jonathan outside, back to the group. Workers are out there, and all the rest of you are hiding in a tent, or 2 tents, or 3 tents, or various tents, or behind tents. What do you want to do? I'm just kind of writing this down to get an idea.
On either side. So when they approach to come in, and we have the workers towards the back of the camp, and Jonathan with his back to him towards the back of the camp. So they have to come in past the first row of tents. Then we come out behind them as they get past the first row of tents and fall on them.
I'm bait, and it's great.
Okay. All right. Why don't you roll insight? Whatever your stupid skill is. What is it called?
It's tactics, and I have the focus covert operations.
All right. Covert operations. Insight. You're planning and plotting this out.
So build up some momentum for us.
Yeah, get some momentum. This will be a
And I have a
difficulty
focus.
of 1. Oh! Do you want to give me some threat?
To reroll? What do I give threat for? I mean, I just
You have to spend a fortune point to
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay, you. Oh boy. All right, so you get behind some tents. I'm gonna roll here secretly on my end.
Oh, Melissa's giving me a reroll.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Take the reroll.
He allows it. I want both dice to reroll, please.
Potatoes.
God.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Take your
There
two.
we
Take your
go.
2 momentum. All right. Let me roll here behind the scenes for the bad guys because they're gonna try. They're rolling against your successes. My infantrymen. They also have tactics.
Do they have covert operations?
You'll never know. You'll
Because
never
they'll
know.
be dead. They'll be dead before we can ask them.
Okay. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So you set the scene. Did we talk to the camp people to convince them? I can't remember. We need to convince them to be a part of this
rolled
away.
a couple checks.
Okay.
Yeah, we-
I thought
we can-
I thought so.
They're not happy about it, but they're on board.
Yeah, you did roll some checks. I do remember that. Okay. So they kind of set up. They're the ones who are not set to go to the mine right now are all sitting in their tents. They're kind of like watching through the flap. You can hear like arguing going on. Those of you who understand Romanian, otherwise you just hear Romanian. And yeah, you can see the 4 German soldiers making their way to the camp. And they get closer and closer and closer, and they approach the front of the camp.
Wait, Matt.
I'm waiting.
Yes. So we can see them, right?
Oh yeah, you can see them coming. Clear
Did
as
they-
day. You can see them coming.
Do they look like they are like at all like are they carefree? Do they look normal?
You want to read their demeanor?
Ew.
He
Okay.
pulls out her thumb knife
Shh.
and charges.
In, insight observations. in observation.
I don't necessarily want to roll.
What?
I've got
Like,
I've got instincts as a focus. So
Well, I don't want to roll this.
She just wants to say it.
Oh,
I am okay at insight observation. I am very,
Me
you know,
too.
I could Harry and I like, could we do this?
sure.
I'm ready.
You guys are funny.
Oh,
I suck.
boy.
It is okay. It's okay.
That's all you need is one success. That's fine. All you need is one
Yes.
success. Okay.
That's what I have. They won.
You're watching as they get closer and closer, and you can see that they're talking to one another, and they seem kind of on edge as they're walking over here. Were you guys were seen. You were seen coming over, but no, you didn't raise any alarms. Nobody came over and spoke to you because you played it cool. But they know
good.
something's up. You guys came here
Casual.
earlier than you're supposed to, so you can tell they're kind of on edge. Like they don't have their weapons drawn or anything like that, but you can see that they're kind of speaking with one another. They're kind of agitated, and they're hurried. They're in a rush to get over there and find out what has happened. Most likely.
Because it would have probably been reported that they saw us carrying stretchers back, and
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they seem agitated. Are they close enough that I could hear some of the German, or are they still too far away? Because I speak German.
I know, but they're not shouting. They're talking to one another.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Very okay.
Does that make sense?
No, of course. I wasn't sure. You said agitated, so I thought maybe
Their
they were-
demeanor, like their body
That's fine.
language.
Oh, yes.
Tense.
Yes.
Pointing at the camp, talking, arguing, raising their
seem
hands in their
very-
air as they
Oh.
speak.
Their hands so
Break
high in
dancing.
air. I don't
Breakdancing.
understand. Yes.
Whoa. Anybody who's in Sirenscape just heard that suddenly come on.
Oh, yes.
Crap.
Yes.
I don't know why there's hissing.
Is anyone with me by my tent, like hiding with me, or are we like all in different tents?
Yeah, so who's with who? Just let me know that.
I mean,
I
I
would
think
be close because I want to get the baguette out. But I could let someone borrow my silenced pistol.
Can I?
Oh, wee wee! And I hand you a baguette as well, just in case. You never know.
Think.
It hurts your teeth.
Don't eat it. Don't.
It's a weapon, not food.
The baguette
So
is
maybe-
a lie.
so. Maybe Henri and Ruby in this tent here, and Pavel and Gregor and Harry in this one.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fine.
This is good.
Because I want to be close where I can just rush out. And,
Yeah. Once they get past those first tents, we just move out or
Yes,
move
if they-
to intercept.
If they try to run, I shall cast the roots thing. I shall, beg the nature gods to unearth the roots and rip their ankles off and pull them down the door. It would be freaking cool. Trust me, very cool.
Pavel, I'm not gonna lie, you're still pretty spooky, but I love it, man. I love it.
But I have beautiful mustache, so it's fine.
Okay, they get closer and closer, and as they approach the camp, the one who's in the lead shouts out. Who here speaks German?
Oh, I speak German.
All right, so they're shouting, "What is the meaning of this? Why are the workers not ready?" And they're shouting, far as you can tell, at Jonathan, who has his back to them at the other side of the camp. They're standing at the entrance of the camp. They're walking in, and they're shouting over at Jonathan's direction. Jonathan, you would turn around. You'd hear it, but you don't understand what they're saying.
No, I keep my back to them. I put a pinky in one of my ears, like I'm messing with something. I scratch my ass with the other hand. Just doing my best to act like an idiot.
Okay. And they shout,
I'll
"Bring
translate.
the
to
workers
Harry.
over here!"
They are yelling at Jonathan. They are telling him to bring the workers. They seem very agitated. But Jonathan, he seems to have problem with ear. I don't like something wrong.
He's
Why are you not listening to us? And he motions to two beside him, and he says, go see what is going on. And two of them.
3 of them or 4?
There's 4 in total, so there's one who's shouting. He's ordering 2 to walk to the other end of the camp to go see what's wrong with Jonathan. And so there's the one who's shouting and one with him, and 2 going through the camp to go investigate why the workers are at the far side of the camp and Jonathan's standing there with his back to them.
Where are the 2 who are not moving into camp?
They're gonna be like right at the entrance of the camp, like right at the very front. They're standing there near. We'll say there's the fire that's outside the tents. They're standing at the fire, and they're just like watching. They don't have their weapons drawn. Even the ones going towards Jonathan don't have their weapons drawn. They're just going over there to like, what is going on? They know there was 4 soldiers that came here. They see 1. They assume maybe there was an accident in the mine. Nobody's reported anything, and all the workers are just standing and waiting over at the far end of the camp, the back of the camp, as per your orders.
Are they? Would they be in close range of the first row of tents where we're at?
The ones who are just standing there?
Yeah.
Yes. The one who's like the leader of the squad and kind of shouting and commanding the other ones, along with the one beside him. Yes, they would be within close to the front. Yep.
I look at Pavel and Gregor. All right, it's showtime.
Henri will start sneaking out with his bloody baguette.
Oh my god.
Pavel will take out his shepherd's axe that he uses all the time. It's quite nice, but he's ready.
So okay,
He's going to impress Harry with his axe swing.
Who's kicking things off here?
Not Pavel.
I'll hit somebody. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll point at the leader guy and then tell Ruby. I'll give her and then I'll start trying to sneak up to him so we can kind of at the same time go for him or something.
Coordinate attack, huh?
Yeah, because she has a silenced pistol, so she can probably shoot from around the edge, and I can.
Okay, so you want to just launch out of the tent towards them because they're facing into the camp, and you're in one of the tents, looking at them. So you're gonna have to open the tent and walk out towards them to get one.
Yeah, well, we're in German uniforms.
Oh, okay.
At least Henri and I are, and I've still got that full face mask on. So I'll walk out the tent towards the guy who's not the leader, because I see Henri going towards the guy that is the leader, and try to close the distance.
With Harry. I will go with Harry in case German needs to be spoken. I don't want to leave Harry. I am Harry's wingman.
So now it looks like the other 3 Germans that they're expecting are approaching them.
Yes,
from a distance.
Okay. So, all right.
Mine in hand.
He looks at Harry, because you're out of the 2, you're the ranking officer, and goes, "What is the meaning of this? What happened to the mine? Why did you return early?"
I look over my shoulder and kind of to Pavel to say, "Answer him."
Hey, buddy, the strangest thing happened. Did you hear about the demons that were up on cliff? Apparently the workers encountered some strange creature inside the mine. It was freaking crazy, man. But he says it really serious in German,
Okay. I was not talking to you!
No, I know, but
what is wrong?
Come on, man.
What is wrong? And he's looking at you, Harry. He's just
boss is lost. 9.
Can I cold clock him now?
You just want to walk up and punch him?
Well, he's not looking at me if he's looking at the other tents, right?
No, he's talking to you guys. You guys walked out towards them.
Pavel's going to make a scene just to try to draw all their eyes on him.
Okay.
Oh, boss is
what
lost.
Do you wanna,
Nothing's lost.
What do you want to do to make a scene? What are you going to do?
I'm just, no, I'll just, I know what I'll do. I'll
strip down naked and make snow angels.
No, I just...
That goes without saying. I mean, that's the go-to move.
There's
right?
snow? We got snow? I'll make snowman. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm just going to launch into this overly dramatic, there was demon came up from the depths of the mine, tore several of the miners to shreds. It was the most unbelievable thing I have ever seen. Oh, we are in very big trouble, my friend. Oh, terrible.
Okay.
Persuasion?
Yeah, okay. Persuasion and reason?
That was very
Reason?
convincing.
That was not reasonable.
The coordination. You're like waving your arms in the air.
How about
Yes.
insight? Because he's reading the guy.
All right. Insight coordination. I'll
Persuasion.
your persuasion, and it's going to be 2 successes.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes. I shall take one of the momentums just to be safe, just to make sure this works. Shit.
No, crap. You always got a fortune point.
Ooh, true.
No, I want to save that in case the spell goes wrong.
True.
So I will. Yeah, oh well. That is what it is.
Well,
Okay.
It is one success.
So- Go ahead.
all I know is I hear a lot of noise. I'm planting my feet. I'm waiting for somebody to tap
So,
me on the shoulder.
The one who's like kind of shouting at everything, he turns to the other soldier with him, and he goes, "Takes this one back to his tent. He's crazy." And so the other one kind of walks over to you, Pavel, and he takes out his MP40, and he just kind of motions at you and starts walking towards you.
All right,
Lost
I'm
is
gonna
lost.
baguette the leader then.
Okay, roll your attack.
He was like holding it, like this behind the whole time.
One success is all you need.
All right.
The dice have not been with us so far.
No,
It
they have
hasn't.
not. We have no map for this. I thought this was
I
just going
will
to play out
yell the
flawlessly, but you guys have
clear-
decided not to give me any threat.
The clear French war command. Sacre bleu!
Oh my goodness.
What am I doing? Rolling my baguette.
Rolling my baguette.
How do I do that? So it's agility, right? Is that what we established, or is it?
If
For
it's
melee
it's brawn.
melee is agility and fighting.
Okay.
I wrote it down last week. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Elaborate.
Oh my!
Agility and brawn, is it not for melee? I mean, agility and fighting, I mean?
In the stats description, it describes that for ranged attacks, you use coordination and fighting, and then for
Yep.
melee, you use brawn and fighting.
Interesting. Yeah, because I
And
do
then,
have coordination and fighting written down.
Agility is more like your movement, like being quiet or climbing or.
Well, that's an agility roll. You want to roll brawn?
Yeah, sure, roll.
My
brawn.
brawn
I
is
could've-
worse. If
I
that
could
makes
have
you feel
written
better.
it down wrong, so my notes here in front of me.
Dear
All right,
God.
so do you so nothing.
No.
So you
I
bring down your
will-
baguette and it just like thuds into his helmet and he turns
No,
around.
No, I'll spend a fortune point.
Me-
and crit
melee
him.
melee is agility and fighting.
It is okay, so the first
That's weird.
the first roll stands. Maybe you took something Jeremy that lets you use?
Use barn.
What,
brawn.
whenever they're
Instead?
describing the stats, it says very clearly it says you use brawn to attack, but maybe they are inconsistent in the book. I don't know.
Yeah. On page 32, if you look at making an attack, skill test, melee, attempt and agility plus fighting test.
Mm.
The difficulty of
In the part where they describe the stats themselves, it
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, I feel like brawn makes
Weird.
more sense. Anyways, but
And it's opposed, your melee attack is opposed by the target's own agility and fighting test. Whoever
All
wins
right.
the most tests.
I'll use my last fortune point to crit him.
All right.
So we get a momentum.
All right. So roll your damage, please.
And this is silent. He doesn't even hear. No one hears anything besides me saying
Oh.
soccer blue.
If you don't kill, yeah, you showed Sacre Bleu, and then you're gonna hit him, and he's gonna go, "What is going on?" It's the camp.
Oh my
6
God.
damage. Oh my god.
Wow.
Sacre baguette!
What is with you guys rolling when it comes to damage? All right, so he's got armor. Wow, yeah, I forgot the infantry soldiers have better armor than those guys with the gas masks. Okay. And what's the effect on your... You don't have an effect on your bloody baguette, do you? Or did I give you one?
I thought it was just subtle.
Subtle? Okay.
That's subtle.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Doesn't
additional
make any
baguettes
noise.
yet.
Okay, so 6 damage. You bring your baguette down on the back of his head. I don't know, on his shoulder. I don't know what. It hits him, but it does not knock him out. And he grabs the back of his head. He goes for his pistol at his side, his Luger. No, he's got a Walther PP. And I guess we're in combat, and it's my turn. So he's going to turn and shoot at you.
All right, so I get armor for being in melee, or is it covers armor, or is it
He's got a higher
two
difficulty.
successes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Depends on the range for the
the
pistol.
Walther is close, but it has a quality close quarters, so it does not take negatives for firing at you up close.
That's unfortunate.
Well, my baguette has bulletproof, so
So this will be coordination fighting. Should I I got threat. Should I do it? Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Do it.
This is gonna end up taking all night. Watch, when I'm gonna finish this. All right, let's roll the dice. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
let's take your word for it.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, sorry.
No.
I'll make it public. Sorry, I got 2 successes. Hence me giving myself a threat back. But I'm gonna.
Okay, and then if I jump on the ground, that's where I get extra armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you hit the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But you get disadvantage when you're in close quarters, right? It's only for ranged attacks that you get the.
Well, this is still a ranged attack, I think.
Very well.
Yeah, you'd end up being at disadvantage if the next guy tries to hit you because you'd be laying on the ground at his
Right,
feet.
if they
Yeah.
had like a sword or something.
But otherwise, this weapon suffers no penalty when used to make a ranged attack with all the enemies within reach. You're technically still in reach. You just drop to the ground. You're at his feet now. You're still within
Okay.
reach. Okay, let's roll damage. Oh my god, it's gonna bounce right off your armor, isn't it?
off my baguettes!
Alright, it's vicious though, and I got 1 effect. Attack or hazard is especially potent. Add +1 to the total stress inflicted for each effect rolled. So 2 damage, or 3 damage total, then. Does 1 go through? Does it hurt you at all?
Yeah. One little
Yeah. Alright, so grazes you as you drop to the snow?
damage. I don't drop, I stood there.
Oh, okay, you stood there, you stood your ground.
Yeah,
Did you
'cause you
just-
said there was no benefit,
Yeah.
right? So-
And he pulls out a Kaiser. Did you just hit me with bread?
Whee!
All right, who wants to go next? We got the one who's kind of like the commanding officer is injured. A shot has rung out of his pistol. So, where's my sound effect for that instead of me using my mouth? I got pistols.
So like as soon as Henri hits him with the baguette, like Ruby whips out her newly acquired silent pistol.
Oh, I have the stats for it.
Oh, will you just roll it?
I can try, yeah. What is your... It's coordination, right?
Yep. So I've
Coordination.
Well, mine's 9. It might be higher than yours, but...
I have 10.
Okay, well, then we'll just...
Coordination fighting.
There you go, 1 success.
1 success.
Coordination and fighting?
Coordination
Yes.
fighting. Yep.
No, that is not. Yeah.
For ranged attacks.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
Damage, I can do that. Number of dice 3. 2 and 2 effects. Let me see what effects. It has subtle, and vicious. So it's 3 damage.
4
So-
damage.
4,
Four
it's going to be extra point of damage for each effect. All right. So is this to the commanding officer you shot?
Yeah,
Ruby?
I think that's what she wanted to do.
Yes. Sorry.
From inside the tent. All right, so you shoot, and all of a sudden, he drops to the snow, and there's blood, and the guy next to him just starts shouting, "We are under attack! It was an ambush! Get reinforcements!" And it's their attack. All right, the one that's over there is going to shoot. Oh, I guess he'll pull his Walther out also and shoot Henri, who's just lying in the snow next to him. Oh no, you didn't drop to the ground.
I haven't dropped yet, but I'm ready.
He's gonna shoot you. Or attempt to shoot you. Spend a threat. Oh, 2 successes. You can see that now.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's see if I can actually roll good, decent damage for once. No. So
Oh,
so
it's
4
vicious.
damage. 4 damage
Four
though.
damage.
4 damage total.
So if I dive, I get on. Wait, I keep getting this confused.
If you dive, you get 2 points of cover.
Which is armor, right?
Which is armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dive to the ground. Take no damage. My
All right.
my baguette has bullets in it, just soaked.
Okay, it's over to you guys. Who wants to go next? Another shot rings out, just from a pistol, but still a shot.
What would their range for me be? Like all of them right now?
I'm I'm gonna say you're at the front of the camp, so I'll say that one's close. The two that are going towards Jonathan will be medium.
Okay. Pavel can try to entangle and annoy them all right now. There's not a lot of momentum, but that's fine.
You want me to go first and see if I can build up some momentum for you?
If you want, sure.
I don't. I mean,
it's up to you.
I'm quite happy to let you entangle away. So
Yeah. Or I can potentially try and build up momentum as well.
that's true.
You can. I mean, like you do a ton of damage there if you have like extra momentum, though, right?
He does a
Jeremy
bunch in
does.
his face.
Jeremy does ridiculous damage.
Yeah.
Well, if you entangle them, then they might not be able to shoot this round,
Yeah,
and then we could have everybody just beat them up till
Okay.
next
I
round.
think I'll just go and I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can do this. So he's going to reach down to the ground, put his hand down there. All of like the whatever blades of grass there might be and roots are beginning to sort of come out of it. You see this weird like mystical horn, like almost like Viking like horn, begin to form in the midst of all these different tents, and like this like hum begin to settle as all the roots start dancing around. And then I'll roll. Okay, that's all I needed. So success. I will spend a. And how many are there?
There's
Three.
three in
Total?
total.
Okay. So then next thing. So I was successful on my that. Then I got to roll my power. I'll spend a momentum then to increase my power. So I get an extra. So I'll get an extra challenge die for that. So this is a total of. So then I roll 5. Not sure how to.
There's a macro.
Is there a
This
way
should
to-
be available to you if you just need to like roll dice together.
Oh, no,
like
there it is.
Of either
It
kind.
gives me the thing.
Okay.
Okay. So do any of them? What are their athletics ratings?
Their athletics ratings are 2.
Okay, so the spellcaster rolls their power and compares the number of effects rolled to each target's athletics. Each creature who's lower than the number of effects rolled is ensnared and cannot take. So yeah, none of them are actually affected since it's 2
All right.
effects.
So the vines
But I
start
can-
growing out of the ground, and they just kind of like lift their feet and snap out of them. And
I will re-roll
Reroll
that.
with fortune.
fortune,
Yeah,
Fortune.
So
and you suffer 1 fatigue for each effect. Well, I guess you're re-rolling, so it doesn't matter. Fatigue.
Okay.
Woo!
Nice.
All right. Well, that did it.
they're all
But
ensnared
you take
now,
4
but-
fatigue, right?
Right. So in the process of that happening, I'm just like, Harry, oh, I'm going to fall down. Oh, geez.
All right. So the
Oh.
blades of grass and the vines start coming out, and they start snapping them and kicking out of them, and then they just increase in size and take over and pin them in place. They're struggling, trying to break free because they get to make that on their turn, right? They can try to attempt to get out.
Yeah, it's an agility athletics. That's the only thing that they can. That's the only physical thing they can do. They can't do any other actions
Okay.
other than that.
Awesome.
All right, I guess it's their turn. There's 2 left that can act. So agility athletics. How many successes do they need? 4 or whatever? How many ever?
No, I think it's just a normal test.
All right, so he.
But it's basically their turn.
That's his whole turn. So one of the ones that's
Yeah.
towards Jonathan, like those are the only 2 that haven't acted.
Mhm.
He snaps out of it and he's like, we are under attack.
Sergeant Morris, I think you're up.
Yep, yeah, it's your turn. There's 2 right near you. You could close in on them. They're within close range of you, and you can just close that gap if need be. One is stuck in vines, and the other one is broken free.
Well, the one right as he starts screaming, as much as I love the sound of a Nazi screaming, I'm gonna turn around and just try and punch the shield right into his throat. It's kind of a signature thing for me. I enjoy it. So
All
I'll try
right.
that. So I'll close in, hand to hand. Thanks to my talent, I get 1 free extra dice. And there we go. Only
That's all
one
you
success.
needed. That's all you
Okay.
need.
That's good
All right.
enough.
Roll that damage.
All right.
You guys are not rolling like you did last week or the week
I
before.
know, we're rolling terribly.
Migos and zombies and Germans. Oh, 5 damage though. And what? And stun. Oops, I just closed my science key.
Stun. That's based off resolve, so it compares to his resolve.
So you'd have to have a 0.
Resilience.
Yeah, or resilience. Sorry.
No.
Resilience a 2.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't stun him, but 5 damage isn't terrible.
5
I mean, a
damage. Is
baguette
up.
did 6. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, ouch. Okay, so man. So he does have armor. So he's still up. Still up and kicking. Okay. There's the other one that's going to try to break out of the vines because that's all he can do.
And if they fail, they're still in the vines?
Failed, and he's still struggling.
Yep.
He's struggling and shouting. So that's
That's
it.
good.
I have no more combatants. It's over to you guys. Who's left?
Me. So Harry goes up to the one that was next to the leader, who's entangled, and he jabs his electrifier trench knife into the guy's throat.
Ooh. Okay.
Classy.
And let's hope he does. That is, with the way we've been rolling.
I
4
know.
rounds, by the way, Matt. That's how long if they don't pass. They're in there for 4 rounds.
4 rounds. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, this is not an easy roll for me. 1 success. Okay.
All right. That's all you need.
It's vicious, so that's 7 damage.
Vicious is
Ooh.
really deadly. Now that we
And-
know all these things, wow.
And if his resilience is 2 or less, he's also stunned.
And this was
If
the
he's
one.
alive.
This was which one?
The one that was still standing next to the leader, up towards the front of camp.
Okay.
The one who just shot at
The one that shot at
Andre.
me, yeah.
So 7 damage to him.
Okay. So you inflict an injury. So you run up there, you charge at him, and you just run your electro knife, trench knife, right through his throat, and he grabs his throat, kind of gurgles, his blood oozes down, and he just drops to his knees into the ground.
Like to
New
get that
round.
Close normally. It's messy, but
New round. You guys are up again.
Nice.
So we have 1 non-entangled, 1 entangled.
Well,
Right.
there should be 2 entangled. Only one of them passed the test.
Well, we killed one. We just killed another one.
Oh, one of them's dead? Okay, yeah. So, yeah,
there's 2 left. Yeah.
2 left.
And
The
Sergeant
ones over by
Morris, you might as
Jonathan.
well go
are
and try
Yep.
and knock
yeah,
out
yeah.
the unentangled
Yeah.
one
For sure.
first, and then we can just beat up
Okay.
the last.
Do you want to attack the one that you attacked previously? The one that you
Of
heard already?
course. Yeah,
All
that
right.
guy's still tangled up. You're trying to make me look bad. You're supposed to go down. You jerk. Makes me very angry.
Hey, I got to.
Oh, there you go. Give yourself some momentum.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. How do you kill him? How do you finish him off?
I think he really does yell at him. You're trying to make me look bad. You're supposed to go down and just holds him by the shirt and just punches him down to the ground repeatedly until his face is caved in a little bit.
Okay.
Sergeant Morris. I love Sergeant Morris.
He's a real hero.
He really is. All right, it's my turn to try and break free. I'm out. He breaks free, and that's all he can do. He turns to you, Morris, and sees you just like pummeling his partner to death. What do you guys want to do with this last soldier who's alive?
Finish him.
Who wants to go?
Harry will run up with his knife and stick him in the right between the shoulder blades as he's turned his back to Harry, or try to. If I'm within, are we in close range still?
You're in close range. No, you would be in. I said it was medium. I established. So you're in medium range
Okay.
of this one that's left.
So really, the only person in close range is Sergeant Morris.
Yes.
I drop my knife, bring up my E-bar since it's silent, and fire.
All right. Medium range. That's right. That's effective
That's-
range, right?
That's the perfect range for the E-bar.
It's the sweet spot. All right.
The sweet spot. If you guys are okay with it, I'm going to use the 1 point of momentum to get an extra die.
Go for it, man.
All right, let's rock and roll here.
Ooh.
2
There you
successes, get it back.
Ooh.
This guy's unhurt. It hits him and it's kind of like dissipates on his body, and it looks like it doesn't affect him. But stun though. I see stun on there. Stun and intense.
But he's I'm assuming his resilience is 2, right?
His resilience is a 2.
Yeah,
so
it didn't have any effect.
Well, guess what? He doesn't get to go again. So who wants to attack him next? After the E-bar just kind of dissipates, electricity dissipates on him.
He looks at it, he's like, God damn it! I knew I needed to up that coil strength.
I can go. I'm going to get up and throw my baguette at him.
The equivalent of taking off your shoe and throwing it at them. All right.
That's coordination fighting,
my
right?
god. Good coordination fighting.
Nice.
And
I like that.
but this is the range on this is like.
No, but I'm moving into close range.
Oh, gotcha,
I'm not
gotcha.
doing
Okay.
it from medium.
All right, I thought you were throwing
Close
from medium, just like
No.
whipping this baguette across camp at this guy. Okay.
I'll use my minor to move and then chuck it at him.
Oh my god.
Okay, right, it's a fighting coordination.
Fighting coordination.
this little baguette ninja is just unbelievable.
When it really counts, that's when it comes into
Oh
clutch.
my god.
All right, I'll roll damage. I'm gonna use that momentum because it's funny. An extra damage dice.
Oh my god!
Ow!
5 damage. With the bag, you whip your bag at him, and it hits him in the back of the head. And he grabs the back of his head, and he turns around confused as he sees this bread lying on the ground in the snow next to him. He is hurt. He is hurt.
Damn it!
But it's not enough to do him in.
It was
So-
silent though. You can shoot.
It was silent. Yes.
So I'll shoot him. I'll move.
Okay.
I'll be
You'll move up to close range and shoot.
Yeah.
Coordination.
Do it. Did you spend your momentum that you gained there, or did you just forget?
Yeah,
to put it
I
in the...
spent one.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, no, never mind. No, sorry, you're right. I did gain one. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm fair. Oh! Do you want to buy that off, or just let it ride?
You can spend a fortune point.
How
to
many fortune
re-roll.
points do you have, Megan?
1.
You only have one, or you?
I don't remember. Let's see. Fortune.
It's up to.
Ooh, I
Oh, you can spend one to make it a crit if you want.
yeah, I'll do it.
All right, so we gain. Or do we have to? Oh, do we just reroll?
You
or is it
have
just-
to re-roll.
You have to reroll. Technically, if you want to be a crit, you have to do it before you roll.
Okay.
In the
so just
rules, you have to
reroll?
announce it. Yeah.
All
We've
right.
been playing it fast and loose, so I wasn't gonna enforce it this time. But
Hey,
hey, there you go.
go.
Give yourself a momentum
Nice.
Thanks.
and roll that damage on your.
You want to do an extra damage dice, Megan?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, actually, we're trying to save momentum, aren't we?
Whatever you want to
okay.
do.
For the big fight.
Yeah, no.
You can
we'll
save
do-
some. Pavel would appreciate because I can get
Yeah.
my fatigue back.
Totally.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
save.
Especially if you want to teleport.
Yep. No, that's a
Okay.
good point.
I'll save it.
But it is vicious, so it's 3 damage.
3 damage?
Ooh,
All right,
there you
so
go.
you fire, doesn't make a noise. It strikes him, but it looks like it just grazes him. He doesn't go down.
I am going to arm you all with baguettes after this.
All right, who's going next?
I think Pavel's the only one who's left, right?
Yep,
Everyone else is
yep.
gone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He should be in
He has, like,
range
one
that I
health.
can move. Like
You're
his
in medium, so
sense.
you can close the
Yeah,
gap
so
to
I can
close
close
if you
the
want.
distance.
Yep.
So
yep.
I will charge in. Like, don't worry, Harry, I got this. And I pick up my fancy, colorful shepherd's axe and I charge in. And I will take a swing. This is not what Pavel's good at, just so everybody knows.
So, Agility
no one get
fighting.
excited. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
No, this is not
That's
what he's
okay.
good at.
Well, we get to go again because it's new round.
That's
right?
true.
Yep. Sergeant Morris.
Sergeant Morris.
Thanks.
All right.
Oh goodness, hold me. I've
No.
loosened the buff for you.
Yeah, you guys you get to go first before my one remaining guy gets to
Oh.
act.
Doing good. You're doing good. And this is yeah. We're gonna do this. It'll be fine.
Excellent.
Oh, Jeff, you just got a reroll from Melissa.
Oh yeah, let him get his reroll in first.
No,
Or do you want to save it?
Save. Let's
Save it for
I
the
don't want it
big
useful
battle.
for it.
All right. So that'll get us some momentum.
Yeah, I put it on. Yeah, that should do it.
Nice.
That'll do it.
Clock him with the shield, and as he's still trying to raise the axe back up, just as a little friendly gesture, I'll reach over, grab the axe, and kind of shove it down into his neck, and just step on it, Pavel. This is yours.
Like,
Just step
it's
on it.
so good. Oh, it's
I
like,
know
oh, it's so
you deserve
squishy.
it. You deserve it.
Oh,
I don't have any money
geez.
for a wedding gift, so that was it. I hope that's okay.
This is very good. Oh, this is
I gave you a
great.
murder for your wedding. Is that
Oh,
okay?
it's been
I mean, it's
so
your
wonderful.
sister's wedding, but I figure you
Right,
come
you
from a
know.
weird place.
It's the family thing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, I have other sister too. If you're interested, but
No,
she's
don't do
married,
that to her.
so we'd have to kill. But I don't really like. That's a different story. We don't need to get into that.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
But now that I know how to murder people, oh no.
Feels good, right?
Yes, it's like stepping on snow. Look at it.
All right. The workers are screaming. Codrin comes out. What have you done? What have you done? I told you not to make trouble for us. They'll go kill us now. We were in a good place. Why you
Yep.
do this? Why you bring
Yep.
death to us?
Yep. You got a lot of trouble. I suggest you start running.
Just go that way, back home. Tell Darius we said hi.
What have you done? They're going to destroy Sultana. We're all dead.
Well, we're gonna take care of the rest of them, but I suggest you make tracks. Let's strip these bodies so we can get on the move. That shot went off, so somebody's gonna know something's going on. So we need to be moving back as German soldiers here in a few minutes.
Ah, you mean covert operations?
You got that right, Henri. You baguette-wielding bastard.
I'll go pick up my baguette from the ground. It is a ranged weapon too.
I think you caved in his skull with that thing. What do they bake that with?
It is a family recipe.
No offense, Pavel. I wanna marry into that family. That's impressive.
That's understandable. That bread is something fierce. Yes.
Maybe I could make, like a circular piece of bread.
A pita. A French pita.
Pavel, are you gonna be okay to do
yes.
your hoodoo and get us up into that thing?
Yes, I just need to take breather. I need to take in through the nose, out through the mouth. Matt, I want to try to roll if I can to recover some of my fatigue.
Okay.
If I'm understanding how fatigue works, it says like once you remove yourself from the situation that caused the fatigue, so the fight or the spell and all that kind of stuff. So if I'm understanding this correctly, I should be able to roll a will plus resilience with a difficulty of 1.
Mhm.
Success would remove 1 fatigue, and if I spend, and I can remove 1 more for each point of momentum spent.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yep. That sounds right to me.
All right. So let me.
Actually,
Well, actually.
I don't know whether my resilience focus of discipline applies in this situation or not. I have no idea.
if you ask enough times, you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, right.
All right. No.
And remember, spend the momentum because this is going to be the end of a scene. So
Yeah.
if you don't spend
Yeah.
it, the one remaining one's gone. So you might as well use it up.
Right. So I will spend 3. So I just got us 1 more, which brings us to 4, and then I'm going to spend 3 to max my stress back out. So I'm back to full. So there's 1 left.
And then
All
at
right.
the end of the scene, that one will disappear.
So okay, I feel so. Oh, that was great. Like I think
And we heal,
honestly,
right? We heal stress after end of the scenes, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get your stress back. Yep.
I mean, it's the thing. Normally, I feel numb day to day, but murder always gets me up and going. So I'm glad it works for you too.
These.
To be honest, I think discipline actually would apply there because it's the ability to resist and recover from confusion, fear, supernatural effects that afflict the mind. But it didn't matter. You got it back anyway.
You got it.
yeah, it's all good. One thing I am confused about though is like, so if you get stress back, like fatigue comes off your stress.
Your max number of stress, right? Yeah.
Oh, so your max stress. Okay.
Yeah. So it reduces your stress
max.
track.
Gotcha.
So you
I
just
gotcha.
got that much less
Okay.
until you get it back.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Oh, I'm full again.
Okay. So people are panicking in the camp. They're grabbing their shit. Some are running towards that mountainside cave. Some are running into the valley. Some are running towards the trees. You look over towards the Zeppelin. You can see those 2 rocket troopers have launched, and they're circling around their camp, not near the work camp. But they are out, and they're looking, and you can see movement over. Well, you guys have binoculars, so use your binoculars, and you look over the camp. You can see that there are a couple of infantrymen about. There are 2 more of those Wolf troopers also milling about, and it looks like there's some sort of commanding officer who's kind of giving and shouting orders as well. So and sorry, the big robo soldier there too, the Wolf stormtrooper, is also just like walking around camp, just kind of scanning everything.
Harry picks up one of the German rifles, starts backing away from the camp and firing it in the direction of the camp because he's in a German uniform. He wants them to think that we're falling back under fire.
Is this a tactic? What is this? What's your
covert operation?
Oh, this isn't a covert operation.
No, this is just this is pretty much just straight up tactics. But...
Yeah, this is not covert. All right, let's do a tactics roll. You want to try and throw them off?
Yeah,
I have very high tactics for some reason.
Go for it.
What is this? Is this reason, insight, coordination, will, agility, brawn?
This will be insight.
Insight, tactics, and covert operations. Got it. Yeah.
No covert operations.
Oh my god!
Oh, can you have it?
I'll give you 2 threat because threat doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, shut up, asshole. All right, so you start firing, and it seems to get even more attention. You're looking through the binoculars, and you can see like soldiers, the infantrymen, pointing towards the work camp now, and like rallying. They're like throwing their arms up and like motioning towards the work camp. So it has done the opposite.
Well, no, because I kind of we want to do a pass through. So as they're moving towards the working camp, we want to fall back.
Go into the trees.
So they're not moving towards it.
Oh.
But they're pointing, and they're kind of like. I'll tell you what. The flying troopers though are making their way over here. But the ones at the Zeppelin camp, but like at the base of Zeppelin, are not moving. But the rocket troopers are starting to veer over in this direction to take a closer look. So you just want to run amongst the workers towards the trees?
Yeah, stealth in the trees.
You want stealth?
If we get close, like here, we can teleport straight into the blimp.
Everybody's stealthing? We'll do
Wee!
agility stealth.
Agility stealth.
Would camouflage apply here?
What sort of camouflage do you have?
Well,
Thumb knife?
Wintry camouflage.
hide behind it. So there was only four. There was only 4 German uniforms, right?
Yep, infantrymen uniforms. Yep.
So I am dressed like a camp worker. So I'm running in and amongst them.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
You can't say no.
That's not camouflage. Bless you.
What do you think about urban stealth?
Yeah. You can spend a truth, or you guys don't have any momentum.
We do. We've got
we
2
just
now.
gained some. Me and I think.
You want to introduce a truth about some camouflage you may have had on you?
That's fine. Just roll. Okay.
Just roll it.
Just use one of the momentum. I'm gonna use
if you're
momentum.
scared, just use a momentum. Oh, she
There you
made it.
go. You got it.
I'm gonna use a momentum because
Don't forget it.
my stealth and
We-
agility aren't that great.
We do want to bank a little bit of that for
Oh,
if we're about to go do a teleport, it would be
Good
to
point.
have
Good
some
point.
of that.
Okay, so I'll just go with 2.
So
Oh, we gained
Oh,
another
wow.
one.
There we
Okay,
go.
throw back in there.
Yeah.
So old Pavel's the only one. So you are all like amongst the workers. You're running. Pavel, you're still a little weak, a little fatigued from exerting
daddy.
yourself, and you're lagging behind. And
I don't run this much.
Harry will start to drop back to cover.
Maybe-
Pavel.
maybe Gregor is having a hard time in the snow, and you're
Oh, how
staying back
dare
with him.
you? He was first in his class, okay?
So
And
you're
he had
helping
the
him along.
physical education ribbon too, so I don't want to hear.
Class of 1.
So these let me make a roll here.
Henri is parkouring.
Okay.
like for no reason. Just
I was just watching, like, that seems so dangerous and
Yeah, like,
unnecessary right
super
now.
dangerously running in the trees.
Oh god, my ankles hurt just watching this.
Okay, so
Parkour!
you don't necessarily blend in. Let me make one more here.
But Pavel's
Maybe-
so inconspicuous.
There are
This
two of
is
them.
3
established
double
truth.
successes and a single success.
That's great. You guys got a lot of momentum. That's good for you.
Oh, it's a raid. We are getting raided.
Oh, I got a critical there. You
Ew.
can't see it, but I did get a critical success.
Mhm,
I don't
mhm.
believe
Sure
it.
you did.
Um,
Yes. Of
No,
course.
I'm gonna practice no on you, Matt. No.
Hello, welcome, Raiders. We're playing Achtung Cthulhu. We're doing the finale of the Romanian Imperative tonight, and things are not going so well for the players. So it has not been
We're
this
going
way
to
for the
live
rest of the
forever.
adventure.
It is just like we planned.
So I got let me get back to this here. I got a critical success and a success. So they right away, you're kind of like hanging back, Pavel. You're not really with the crew. Were you wearing a German uniform or not?
I was, yes. I was.
Okay, they zero in on you, and it seems like to them they know you are not one of them. You're someone wearing one of their uniforms, and both of them just seem to be like make a beeline right to you. Both these rocket troopers soaring through the sky are going in your direction.
Yes. Enough bullshits. Let's. It's time to put money where mouth is. Okay. How far away are these little little flies? These gnats.
Oh boy, look at you! You're mad now.
How close are they? Pavel doesn't get mad. He just goes and he gets mad, but not like angry mad. He
So-
gets like the other kind of mad.
Right now they're long range, but they're flying towards you. So they're just gonna be closing the gap. It's gonna be getting closer and closer. You don't know if they're gonna land. They may just remain in the sky. But right now they're long range, and you see that they've focused on
Okay.
you.
Okay, so listen, this is what Pavel wants to do, because Pavel promised Harry jetpack. Pavel's going to stand and look at them. He's maybe obscure himself with giant rock or, big creature that might be there and just hanging out, whatever. Something he can kind of obscure himself with. And when they get within medium range, he is going to unleash a cyclone of Cernunos on these flying stupid
Nice.
gnats.
Okay,
That's what I would like to do.
I'll tell you what, though. In this situation, you're waiting, you're prepping. Are you like casting a spell in preparation, or what does that look like?
I don't need to do that exactly. I just need. I'm waiting for the range to be close enough for me. I will put hands up in air and be like, Nick Shishin, because I speak German.
Well, so what they're doing is they're gonna do strafing runs at you. So they're flying in, they're zooming in, they're up in the sky, but you wait till they get closer to you, and you can cast. I'll let you go first.
Oh yeah, this isn't going. This yeah.
Do the rest of us notice this going on?
I can
Sure.
throw a baguette pretty far.
You notice that Pavel's lagging behind, and you see the rocket troopers soaring through the sky in his direction.
Yeah,
Sure.
'cause I said I'd drop back a little bit to cover Pavel anyway. So if I noticed that, Harry would turn and also be prepared to engage him with the E-bar when they get into medium range.
Okay. Perry's not. I'm not. My name's not Perry. I just combined Harry and Pavel. It's kind of what's in his head right now, to be honest. Okay. So once they get within that range, I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to spend momentum to get a third die just to be sure. And I will cast. Boom. Okay, that is shit. That is really bad.
One success.
Okay, so this does not work because it's difficulty 2, and I'm out of focus. I'm out of. So yeah, Nick Shishin. No, seriously, this time, Nick Shishin. Yes, it did not work. So
Are you
that
using
is my
a
turn.
resolve?
And still up. A resolve. I don't have any of that left. I don't.
Not
have
resolve,
any
but you know what I mean.
Fortune.
Fortune. Thank you.
yeah, I don't have any fortune left. So I'm out of fortune. So that is, I think, my own. Yeah, that was all I could really do. So
Don't you
That's
have
right.
a reroll? Don't you have a reroll for Melissa?
Melissa.
Oh, I
Yes.
can reroll her reroll.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Melissa
Fuck it,
bailing you
Matthew.
out.
And you can reroll just the failures.
I can reroll just the failures.
No.
Oh,
Oh my god. No.
Wow.
No.
Thank you,
Okay.
Melissa.
Okay, so that is like extra momentum. I'll go add that right back there. Okay, so this is what happens. You'll see. As Pavel's like, Nick Shishin, and he's like shaking his hands, but like you guys don't realize that Gregor is like, oh, don't die, don't do, like whispering right into his ear. And all of a sudden the winds just turn into this whirling vortex. And what happens is, let's see. So a massive cyclone of wind is in the zone that they're flying in, and it's going to receive its own turn in the action order, but because I'm a summoner, I can control this thing. So at the start of the cyclone's turn, it's going to inflict power +1. So like 5 challenge die worth of physical stress with piercing 1 and stun effects on all creatures and damnable objects. Plus I can move it on my turn. So I gotta still roll my power to see whether I got drained from this. So let me go over to that. Sorry, it's so complicated. So there's that. And I will spend, yeah, that's all for that. Okay. So anyway, I will suffer 2 drain. And I can defend against the damage. So I suffer 2 drain.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so basically there is now I can control it because it's my summoner ability thing. So there's now a cyclone in their space that's whirling and whipping around.
So, can they still attack?
They can do, basically they can do whatever you think makes sense, except it's when it's my turn or the cyclone's turn, like it can inflict damage. So the cyclone receives its own turn in the action order, but it cannot be attacked or suffer damage in any way. At the start of the cyclone's turn, it inflicts damage, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah, blah.
I'll tell you what.
And it does do stun effects on all creatures and damageable objects within close range of it. And then it will move into an adjacent zone. Actually, I can control it, so that second part doesn't matter.
So the strong wind gusts and it kind of starts throwing them around, and they're caught off guard. They're going to attempt to land.
Are gonna get the jetpacks.
Little did they know there was a baguette ninja.
That was the worst decision they'd ever made.
Bear with
thank
me.
you, Float. I have another reroll.
Jeff's getting all the rerolls. Whew. Okay. All right. That's 1 down. Oops. I rolled the wrong test for him, but that's okay.
Oh!
Okay, so I asked about this on the Modifius Discord because I couldn't find it. What happens when I roll complications? Let me go. Oops. Let me go back to that answer because I asked this because it came up last week and I couldn't find anything in the book.
I think you
At
have to
the
use
time.
threat. You have to use your threat to buy off the complication, right? Or
You-
suffer it.
Yeah.
Yes, page 22. I think you're correct. Let me just be certain here, though. If an NPC suffers a complication, the GM can choose to buy off the complication by spending 2 threat, but you cannot gain momentum if you don't introduce a complication for the NPC. Yeah, so you guys don't get momentum if I don't do it. Okay, I'll buy it off. What the hell? My momentum doesn't do anything anyways, like Evan said. So they both land, and I'm gonna treat that as a movement, and they're gonna try and fire at you. Well, one of them is. It's their turn. Well, I guess only one of them should roll to land. Sorry, I shouldn't have done both of them, because they only go one at a time. My bad.
Yes, because the cyclone will want to go next.
Yeah. So only one of them landed, and one of them's gonna fire at you.
It's fine. I am made of stone.
Are you?
Yes, it's in my truth.
All right. So he
He's the
lands.
rock.
He lands rather close to you, and he opens fire with an MP40 and hits you.
Okay.
Let's buy some extra damage here. What the heck?
Cruel and unusual punishment.
Oh my god, I can't roll damage for
Okay,
the
he
life
sucks
of
at
me.
rolling. That is shame.
So he
Yes,
lands
son of
next
a
to you, and he's
stun.
still kind of being like thrown around, and he opens fire, and he hits you. I don't know if it does any damage because you have armor. For
Doesn't
3
do
damage.
shit to me. I also have 4 resilience, so suck it, man. Suck it.
Oh, yep. All right. So threat did nothing. So he opens fire and he tries to like rattle you, and you're so focused. You're controlling the cyclone. The other one's still in the air. Go ahead. It's your turn.
Cyclone.
Okay, so the cyclone's gonna go, and it's whirling around, and so the one that's actually in the cyclone in the air is going to take damage. It's going to take so it inflicts power +1 physical stress with piercing and stun on all creatures within its range.
Holy
So
crap.
I'm going to roll that now.
How long does said cyclone stay?
It's equal to my persuasions. It's like I have control of it equal to like my persuasion, so it's like 3 rounds. I'll double check my score, but I have a couple rounds of it. Okay, so
Piercing 1. Okay.
and then so it's got
So
piercing,
ignores
and
1
then
point of armor,
I kind of want to reroll,
and
that.
I suffer 1 fatigue.
I'm going to reroll that with the reroll that tool to Twitch purchased me.
Okay.
I want that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that's
God.
better.
That's
So, oh my god, 7 points of damage, and it goes through 2 points of armor.
Yep,
Yeah,
bypass
there's 2 effects.
Not
Also, I do have stun. It also has stun. It's just not showing up on that. But like, it does have stun, so it would be 2 stun. So what's its resilience?
its resilience is 2.
Okay, then you're fine.
So all of a sudden he's flying, and you could tell he's preparing to come down as well to join the other soldier. And he gets like lifted up and slammed down on the ground, or what does that look like?
It's just like a swirling vortex of wind and
Okay.
all sorts of debris and stuff inside
Sure.
of it, like rocks and things.
Baguettes.
And baguettes, yes, there's just a swirling vortex of baguettes, and then the cyclone will move down on top of the other one.
Okay. He's not dead.
Oh, he is. It just
But you banged him up a little, and he's going to attempt to land now on his turn, because
if he's landing in the cyclone.
Okay. So I'll make that a difficulty of 2, 3, difficulty 2.
Sure.
Oh! I'll give it to you. What do you want to do with What do you want to do with that? Let's give him a complication on his landing.
I would like the jetpack to rip free from him and go flying out of the whirlwind and landing safely on the cushioned dirt nearby.
Right across the snow. Skips across the snow.
Miraculously just fly off of his back. I don't. That's a complication.
I mean, there's rocks and baguettes in this whirlwind. It's going to clearly it will cut through these straps.
Or the cyclone could throw this guy into his buddy who did land already, and both of them take damage.
That seems more plausible than the rocket pack that's like harnessed onto him, just magically
That's
ripping
true,
off of
that's
him.
fair, but my one argument to that is what part of this adventure has been plausible? We have a baguette ninja. We have a Yoda-like marmot. Plausibility is over.
It is a harness though. Like it actually, the description is
No,
a
it's
flight
fine.
harness. So that's why it's just like,
No,
if it was like a backpack, you could make it malfunction, or
No,
like
no,
the
I'm
damage. That's 7 damage.
And so like the damage only happens at the start of this cyclone's turn. So like they're both in it, and so if the cyclone can go again before they go, then they'll
So
take it otherwise.
how about the complication is? Do you want to throw him to the ground, and I'll say
He's stunned.
he receives stunned or maybe half damage from the cyclone?
Hey, whatever. That's cool with me, man. Whatever you want.
Okay. Well, all right. So I'll tell you what. You will slam him to the ground.
Okay.
He'll take half damage.
Okay.
He
Do you
receives
want me
an
to re-roll damage, or do you want to do it?
Well, I'll roll with the 7.
Okay.
That's fine. And he's hurt. Looks like he's taken an injury, and he's hobbling on one of his legs. It looks like it's injured. Maybe he broke it, but he's still up and he's not down.
Okay. Okay. Let this Cyclone's turn.
But he now has a truth. Broken leg.
Mhm.
Oh, awesome.
Now,
That
does
is
he
his injury.
Did he lose his major action in his crash?
No.
Okay.
I gave him an injury. Would you rather he lose his major?
No. I was just checking.
All
I
right.
would rather he lose his major action, because his major action is going to be to shoot at Pavel. So.
It is. So do you want him to crash
Yeah.
the ground and then he's disoriented?
I would prefer
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just do stun then.
Yeah.
He's stunned. Okay, cool. So he doesn't have an injury. Okay, then it's back to you guys. So the rest of you ran towards the trees. You saw it, but Harry's the only one who vocalized that they were hanging back with Pavel. So you guys are all like long/extreme distance away. Like you all kept running to the trees, and you're watching this play out in the snowy valley. So it's gonna take a while for you to get over there if you want to use melee or even to shoot like within close range. I'll say I'll take 2 rounds to get over there.
I have a Springfield that has long range.
Ooh, okay.
I don't shoot often, but just because I don't like to shoot doesn't mean I don't know how.
So I'll say you're at extreme range. You could close the gap to long range and take a shot.
All right, I'll do that.
And is it a long range weapon? So you'd be like
It
an
is.
optimal range? Oh wow.
Yep.
I would.
That's good. All right.
Usually when I can, I'd rather get close, but sometimes people are just sneaky and you can't shoot them. So let me.
Jeff's just getting rerolls all night long.
People like
coordination.
They do like Pavel's Pavel's the best.
Ooh,
Oh.
you're actually really good.
Jeremy
at that.
needs a reroll.
I am pretty good. In
Yeah, target
theory.
number 14 is not bad at all.
Firefighting, man, it'll get the job done. Except when it doesn't, when you roll double 18s.
All right.
I'm fine with just letting it raid because like that's not his thing.
Okay. So you charge up in the snow. You get down like on one knee. You take aim and shot rings out from your Springfield, and it just goes wide. It like whizzes over one of their heads.
Normally I would just shoot through Pavel into him, but for a brief moment I paused. I don't know what's wrong with me. I decided not to shoot my friend.
Too old to twitch. Just bought your reroll.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, and I got a reroll. Australia's plays. Thank you. I'm saving this for when I roll damage again next time.
All right.
Oh my
my
god. It wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be.
Wow, another 18.
18s. Yeah.
3 18s.
Okay.
Just 10 14 should be good in theory.
It's over to you guys. I can't. I have nothing left this round to do.
So how am I in close range with these guys, or
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're in close range. Yeah.
Okay,
You're,
so
you're
the guy,
with. I'm gonna say you're basically next to Pavel.
yeah,
You
I
stayed-
stopped.
You
kinda
hung
right
back.
behind
Yeah.
him, yeah. So the guy who shot at Pavel, the one that's not laying on the ground after crashing, I'm gonna move up and stab him.
The
Okay.
problem with that is that you would be going inside the site.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'll stay back at medium range and shoot him then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder. Yes.
Yeah.
Ibar.
The E-bar.
So there's one that's not damaged, and there's the one that is
So I'm shooting the one that's not currently.
in the cyclone.
Yeah.
Okay,
did
gotcha.
not currently crash.
Well, they're both in the cyclone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
The
they're both
one
in the
that's the
cyclone.
one that's not.
One of them took damage. One of them didn't yet, though.
So the one that's not stunned, right? Because
Yeah.
one fell to the ground and is stunned. The other one landed on their own accord. You're shooting the one that landed, right?
Yep.
'Kay.
And I'm going to take a point of momentum to give
Might as
myself
well.
a third dice. Thank
Yeah.
God I did. One success.
One success, and you're in optimal range, right?
Yep.
All
Optimal
right.
range.
That's
is
all.
medium.
That's all you need. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Mm.
Woo-hoo-hoo. What is that? Intense
Damage.
and stun.
Yeah. A stun is, I mean, I don't think that's going to
His resilience is too good, but
And I don't think intense will, because this guy doesn't have a wound yet, does he?
No.
Oh, I did not. Well, wait a second. I did 5. Well, no, he's got armor.
he's got armor. So you shoot him, and you can see it dissipate on his body, and it does do some damage.
Next time I'm going to remember to aim so I can re-roll one of those.
That's right.
D20s.
We haven't been using the aim
I've been forgetting.
action at all in any of our sessions,
I've been forgetting
myself
to do it.
included. Okay, it's over to you guys. My guys can't do anything this round.
So I'm gonna help and get herd most of the workers into the forest and kind of towards the path, just to make sure that they're out of the fire.
Sure, back to Zoltna. That was the long route to Zoltna, right? You guys took the shortcut. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Do you want to do anything else, or you just want to try and get people to safety?
So we're doing this. We've been doing this the entire time, running from the camp. So is this successful? Are most of them going in one specific direction?
Why don't you make a reason persuasion? Reason with these people. Reason with them.
Persuasion what? Oh, reason.
Reason persuasion, yep. Difficulty of 1. All
Yes.
right, they seem to be listening. They're running, they're screaming, but they seem to be listening. You don't speak Romanian, so you're just kind of shouting and pointing, but they seem to be listening to you.
Excellent. And the majority of them have gone that way, yes?
For the most part, yeah, most of them, yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna start heading back towards Pavel and Harry.
Okay, so I'll say you use your movement and you get to long range. You're with Harry now. Or not, sorry, Jonathan, not Harry. You're with Jonathan. Okay, Baguette Ninja, it's up to you, I think. You're the last one left.
Okay, so I was looking at the baguette and its range is extreme. So I was
There's no way I'm allowing that truth.
okay, I'm kidding. I'm going to. I think he's too far away. And there's a cyclone over there, so he's gonna go towards the blimp and try to stay in the tree line to see if any soldiers are coming towards the trees. So
Gotcha.
if they're coming over
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
over here, he's
yeah. I'm not even gonna make. You don't even have to roll. That's fine. Looking over there, you can see there's activity in the camp. You can see that big robot armor. Well, it's not necessarily a robot, but giant armored trooper is standing at the foot of the gondola / elevator that leads up into the Zeppelin, almost like he's guarding it. And you can see that commanding officer that you saw previously, he's there and he's shouting and he's pointing into tents and he's yelling at the few soldiers that are there, because you guys have eliminated majority of the soldiers that you reconned when you first got here. So there's not a lot of manpower that's left if you've been keeping count.
Yeah, so I'll just keep scouting.
But
sure no one
nobody's
else is
moving in
coming
this
to the tree
direction.
line.
It's almost like they're hunkering down in a defensive position around the Zeppelin, like last stand sort of thing. Okay.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, top of the turn order then, right?
Yep.
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Yes. So they're both gonna take this damage.
No!
Yeah. So it's 5
Roll low. Jeff has no more rerolls.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Sure.
Ah, I'll take it.
Oh, they still take 1 point damage because piercing. That is terrible. It is a shame I don't have reroll. It's a shame the people in the audience haven't given me another reroll.
All right, before we
should
get
really discuss this for a little bit of time, just to give
before
everybody
Jeff gets the chance to have a
you know.
reroll, let's move
But I
on to my turn.
You know, cyclones are really interesting creatures. You know, they spin, and do you think they ever get dizzy? I wonder, because they spin so much.
All right, I'm gonna shoot at you with one of my guys. But he is in the middle of a cyclone. I'm gonna make it a difficulty of 2 to hit you. I think that's only fair. I would do it to you guys too if you were in a cyclone, even though I'm in optimal range.
Yes, go, shoot at me. Watch what happens.
With 3 successes.
Good.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
It's okay.
And I'll roll my damage. Oh, did I go with it, or I've got my reroll?
I'll tell you this: that doesn't do shit.
All right, let's use my reroll. What is this pop-up that happened when I rerolled?
You can
Dice-
choose which dice to reroll.
the failed ones.
Mhm.
I think if if
I
you're
should
using,
say it does do
damage.
damage. It just doesn't do stun. I should say.
I think if you're using an audience reroll, you should have to reroll all the dice.
All right.
Why would you?
Okay.
Oh, he is stunned.
Oh God.
No,
Four
I'm not
damage.
stunned. I have 4 resilience.
Oh
He's
my
made of resilience, but 5 damage as he opens up at the MP40. There's debris like banging him. He's got like a completely
so except with good.
shield face over his face. You can't see past this like armored visage, and there's like rocks and twigs and things banging off of him, and he just opens fire and hits you, send a mass. So 5 damage.
Yes.
You don't take 5
I have
damage, do you?
I take 4.
Okay,
'Cause it
so
comes,
no-
like,
so
your
no-
armor resist. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
no
1
injury.
Armor, so
Because remember, if it's 5 or more, if 1 attack, then we get an injury. But nothing there.
yeah. Yes, and I don't take any stun because I am so resilient.
Thank you for that reroll.
All right.
But now you don't have any more. You used it.
You never know. People might buy more. Okay, it's your guys' turn.
So Harry's right there. So I think Harry is going to shoot the man that just shot his future brother-in-law.
Yes.
Pavel, no!
Yes. This is dangerous.
Please, come on, dice. For once, let's.
I did not.
Thank God.
Okay, that's it. I did not plan for you guys to bring the fight out here. I thought for sure you were going to pull off your little plan at the camp and all that, and this has kind of just gone to shit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
For me, too.
We thought we were
The
going to
chase-
too.
Yeah, you chased me with 2 rocket guys. Like,
Well, you failed your roll. I thought it was fair.
no, I know. This is what
Okay.
happens.
All right.
I am going to use my fortune point to re-roll the failed dice.
Okay.
Hmm.
These aren't even the biggest threats. Use those fortune. Use them. You know that there's a big, giant, lumbering, armored soldier over there with an axe in one hand and a fully automatic gun in the other.
That's okay. He's mine, and I still got 3 fortune.
I know. We've got
Okay,
we've
it
got
is-
Jonathan. Like,
Just
no, they-
everybody else getting the Zeppelin. Leave me in the lift with him, and I'll use a sword. I don't care.
Oh yeah, the crazy sword for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zombie sword. Oh, what?
Oh my God.
Oh, intense stun. So do you? Oh, yeah, okay. Intense.
Yeah, it
stun.
was. If he took an injury, he takes 2 injuries.
Which one did you shoot? Sorry. Oh, the one who just shot him. Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 damage. He does not take an injury,
Bloody hell. And he's not stunned. So
and he's not stunned.
And where's the baguette when you need it?
Okay. He's gonna return fire at you.
seems rude, but
Nice.
acceptable.
Wait, I thought that was the one that just shot me.
Oh, sorry. Then the
It
other
was,
one's
yeah.
the other one's gonna shoot
Yeah.
at you after you shot his buddy. Thank you.
Also rude, but
The other one is stunned, is it?
Oh, not this
Yep.
round, is he?
no, he was. He just lost the major action last round. That was the complication.
Oh,
that
my
we
gotcha.
made.
God! Look at
4
those.
successes.
Yeah.
But this doesn't give you bonus damage, so
Nope.
No, but it's giving me threat.
Oh, it does give you threat. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna spin some?
Yes, of course.
Spin some of your noodle threat?
My noodle threat. Wait till I'm gonna shoot you again. Noodle threat. 8 damage. And well, the stun's not gonna do anything to you. I'm sure your resilience is higher, but 8 damage on Harry.
It's okay. I got 3 points armor. So.
You can jump to the ground. Off the ground.
Oh yeah, I'll hit the dirt.
Hit
Thank
the
you
dirt.
for the reminder.
All right, so that reduces
3
what
damage.
another 2?
Yeah, so down to 3 damage.
That's not
3 damage. All right, so no injury for you. And that's it for my guys. Who wants to go next?
I had an idea. I'm still sitting here, but I wanted to roll since I have this skill threat awareness. I wanted to roll the focus on the robot thing, the Noctwolf robot, and I want to see if it can fly. Like I want to
Oh,
try to scout it out to see what its capabilities are.
okay. The Noctwolf Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Apparently, I thought I put all that in here. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Roll.
So-
It'll be 2. It'll be a 2 difficulty to.
It's fighting. What do you want? Reason? Or
Sight.
insight?
Insight.
Coordination? Oh,
All right.
close.
Well, so close.
Well, that's my turn then.
Nada. Okay, cool. Who wants to go next?
I would just volunteer to shoot whoever's more injured.
Whoever's more injured, that's the one that got thrown to the ground by the cyclone.
Perfect. I just want to kill.
And we want you to kill.
You know, protect and serve and murder and all that.
There you
Go. A nice little shot.
Does it have any qualities on it?
That's a good question. You might guess I didn't pay as much attention to my rifle as I did my other stuff because I didn't expect to use it very much.
Let's quickly flip to the Springfield. It's got to have qualities on
Yeah,
it.
it's got to be at least vicious.
I
Vicious.
just gave him one. Oh, it is.
It's
5
vicious,
damage.
vicious, reliable, and accurate. If you take the
I
if you
should
take
have
the
aimed.
aim minor action before attacking with this weapon, the weapon gains the intense effect for that attack.
I should have aimed and then done it and then done 5 damage.
Like,
Well, still 5 damage isn't bad.
5 damage?
Yep.
All right, you inflict an injury. What injury? Where did you hit him? Where'd you hit him?
I mean, to be fair, I'm a little ashamed of earlier I didn't put the man down with my signature thing, so I just kneel, actually take the time to take a decent shot. I shoot this bastard right in the eye.
Ow.
All right, so
it's
it's
very
how-
important not to ruin the rocket pack
the-
because that's going to be
sure.
Harry's gift.
His face mask is kind of cracked, and you see like there's blood kind of oozing out of this wound. And okay, yeah, shot him in the face. He's not dead. He's not dead. These guys are lieutenants, so they have more than one injury. We haven't
He's
fought.
already he's taken 2 though, right?
No, he was going to, and we decided not to
Oh,
do
that's
damage.
right,
Instead,
that's right.
we knocked him to the ground.
Yep, you're right.
Okay, you guys get to go again. I think it's your last. No,
I haven't gone.
Pavel
yet, actually.
and
Pavel
Ruby
and
haven't
Megan.
gone.
Pavel and Ruby haven't gone. Yeah. Go ahead, Ruby.
so as I'm like running by, I'm gonna stop and like congratulate Sergeant Morris on a spectacular shot, and I'm gonna go and grab my handkerchief and kind of wipe the blood off of his face, and then keep running.
Very nice. Okay, so I'll say you close the gap this round. Like next round, you'll be able to engage in close combat. Does that work? That was because I said it was gonna be 2 actions to get up there.
Perfect.
And you ran last round to Jonathan, and you're running this round to close the gap.
Excellent.
Okay, Pavel.
Pavel is very annoyed right now, but he has noticed that they haven't left Cyclone, which is fun because I'm now
Oh yeah, they
going to
haven't.
cast
Yeah.
Horn of Nahil Height. So I'm going to reach down to the ground. Roots shall rise up from the earth once more. My face will get all veiny and gross as I'm tapping into my weird ability, which increases my power. And I will attempt to do this. So, okay, that's a momentum because it was only a 1 difficulty. So then I will. This is gonna also affect Harry slightly. He's going. So Harry, you're going to potentially suffer some mental stress here because
okay.
I look terrible. It looks like tentacles are literally like roots are like bursting out of my face right now. It's a very hideous looking.
Even
view of
Gregor
this right
runs
now.
and hides.
Harry's like, hold up, Pavel. That is not a good look.
Oh, I'm so very upset right now. And then I will burn the momentum I just got to help steel myself against this. So I'm rolling 6 power. Yeah. Okay. So there. Okay. So do they have athletics of 3 or greater?
They do.
Oh,
Son of a-
okay.
These guys are good. These
I
are.
don't believe him. He's lying to us. That's why he hides all his rolls.
I'll tell-
Okay.
Let me do
Let's
this.
see. I don't think they take damage. I always get so confused because like it says damage on there, but it doesn't. There's nothing in the spell description that says they take damage.
Probably
So I
just that's the only dice they have
yeah,
programmed.
that's what I think.
Okay, so you shout and they
nothing happens.
They look away. Oh, what's up with that guy? Gross.
However, I need Harry is going to have to take something here. So since Harry is next to me, since he is in close range, he suffers 1 mental stress for each effect, which is 3.
Wow.
But I could soak that with my courage, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So I take 2.
Okay.
Harry's a
Pavel's
little shaken at the moment, but he's sticking in there.
I'll tell you this: these guys have 11 agility and 3 athletics.
Jeez.
They're augmented soldiers. They're good.
No kidding.
They're still in a cyclone though. They haven't
Yes.
moved.
It's the Cyclone's turn, isn't
Cyclone
it?
turn.
Yeah, it's top
Cyclone's turn.
of the turn order.
Mm-hmm.
So is this the last round for the cyclone? This will be the 3rd round
Nope.
with it active. Okay.
It's not. No, it's still active. It's just whether I can control it and whether I control its movements with my summoner ability. But it's still going to be there, and
Okay.
since I'm close to it, I can actually still like kind of mildly control it. But like my summoner gives me like extra control. It hasn't really come into play yet because everyone's been standing still. Okay, so this is another 5. Let's see. So 4 damage, 1 piercing, and then 2 stun. Blah 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 blah. Should actually be 2. Should be 2 piercing.
Yep.
Because there's 2 effects. So 2 damage should go through beyond its armor.
You inflict an injury to the one that is uninjured. So what injury are we doing to him?
So stuff is like whipping around like crazy. So broken baguettes and rocks and things. So I'm thinking it gets like kind of scrapes away at their eyes or something. So it makes it so their eyes are all like kind of cut up or something. Unless there's like a specific injury that we
No, it's like super vague. Like you can just, based on the situation, you kind of just do an injury.
I think the situation is we're
So-
getting shot at, so I'm
Yeah.
doing anything to kind of scrape their eyes to make it harder for them to
Scrape their eyes. All right, so there's this big battering them in the face with rocks and stuff. They are wearing like face masks, like armored face masks. But okay.
I pierced it because it's piercing too.
It is piercing too. I used the. You can't see it. I actually used. Can I put the token out there? I used the image of the flying Nazi troopers from Rocketeer for these guys. They're on a different map though. I just dropped them there on the map so you can see them though. Okay, cool. One of them is gonna act. One of them is gonna take a shot at you because you just like used your cyclone.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. The cyclone. That's
Actually, he is going to run at you and draw his dagger, his Hitler Youth dagger, and try to stab you with it. The son of a bitch.
So he's going to move.
He's gonna move.
Draw a weapon. Okay. Got it.
Move.
Technically, 2 minor actions there.
Exactly. That's my point. You can't attack. It's fine. He can do those things.
All right.
He's not attacking.
No,
Yeah.
I'll shoot you then.
That's it. He moves out of the cyclone and shoots.
I'll shoot you. Let me buy an extra die here because I set the difficulty at 2.
Oh.
Goes wide. Shoots wide.
Oh man.
Your turn. Go.
So Harry will return the favor, aim this time with his minor action, and shoot the guy who just shot at Pavel.
Okay. That was the one that he just injured.
Yep.
Is the one that shot at him.
Yep.
So aiming with something accurate, does that basically just give you an extra dice?
Now, if you successfully hit and cause an injury, it becomes intense. So you do 2 injuries.
Oh, nice.
I think it also you could re-roll a d20. Like 1 d20 may be rolled during your attack this turn if you take the aim action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. I should be aiming.
You maybe.
So 2 successes. So 1 momentum. And let's and I'm going to use that momentum to add a dice of damage. Well, no, first I'm going to re-roll this 16.
That's true. Yeah, if you get to re-roll with aiming, why not?
Oh!
And I'm
I
going to
guess
give you.
that's-
That's the reason not right there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 points of threat.
Thank
To
you.
buy that off.
Doesn't do anything anyways, so.
Here, have your threat, Matt.
And I will
Shut it!
spend the momentum to add a stress a die for the damage, because my damage has been pretty sucky lately, and continues to be pretty
Yeah,
sucky.
you're rolling terrible.
Ah,
damage.
man,
For how many dice you got?
So,
6.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, you hit him, take some damage, but doesn't drop. Again, your electricity hits him, just kind of like dissipates, kind of lingers a little bit on the electronics, like on the jetpack or the mechanical bits, and but it dissipates. Okay, the other one's gonna try and shoot at you because you shot his buddy.
It's fair.
2 successes. Here we go. Nope.
No,
These guys are way
no.
better at melee.
Oh.
Oh my god.
All right.
We have no dice luck tonight, and Matt has all.
Yeah, but I'm not rolling decent damage at all.
Yeah.
6 damage,
Oh,
stun.
that's a stun.
Well, 4, but what's your resilience?
No, I'm stunned. I am definitely stunned.
And 6 damage minus your armor.
Minus my armor. Yep.
You
So
could
was-
drop.
Is it less? You're already on the ground.
I'm
Oh!
already on the
Oh.
ground.
Yeah, you're fighting from the ground. Doesn't do 5 damage though, does it? Your armor dissipates it below 5.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, no injuries. That's it for my guys. You guys just get to act now.
So I'm gonna use my talent. It's called Out of Harm's Way, where I can use my medical ability to, instead of my brawn, to pull Mr. Harry out of harm's way.
Nice.
Because Harry's in some bad shape.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, like the two of you are engaged in battle. Pavel's controlling the cyclone. You're firing back and forth with them, and Ruby just comes out of nowhere, seemingly, and is your guardian angel. Oh, or is she?
No,
Oh my god.
She accidentally strangles him.
Yeah.
I got you.
Do you want to give me some threat?
Just wait. I get to ignore the first complication rolled on any such skill test.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
That's a
talking
great
about?
talent.
What?
Out of harm's way, man. Like,
Oh, I feel robbed. I feel robbed here. All right, ignore it. Ignore it.
yeah, I'll play it out of the way.
So 1 success. 1 success.
Success. Yeah. So
What the fuck?
I'm good at one thing, Matt. One thing.
And Harry's very thankful that you're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, am I able to? I can't do a heal on him as well, can I? Because it's 2 major actions.
Yeah. So what does this do? This pull him out of harm's way. What is that?
So, essentially, what it would do is, so he's hurt, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling him out of the firing range of the down troopers. So instead of close, we will now be in medium.
Okay. All right. So you're dragging him. You're literally dragging him away because he's down in the dirt. You grab him and start dragging him away. Okay. Cool. After he just got shot. I like it. There's like a trail of blood in the snow. Okay. Who's going next?
Go for it.
All right. I'm gonna aim this time. That's right. I know how to aim. I'm a trained soldier. Yeah, I know how to do this. I'm gonna go for the most wounded, trying to kill somebody. I'm a good person.
The most wounded? That would be the one that was thrown to the ground by the cyclone initially. That's the most wounded one.
All right.
2 successes.
Woo!
And I'm gonna re-roll that 16 because why not? Because I aimed.
Woo! What?
So,
We can't get any. But
it's
still
okay.
2
I
successes.
still got some momentum.
Yep.
And I'm gonna spend that momentum on the damage.
Oh,
So I just
like it.
really want to kill
Yeah.
somebody.
Springfield
Yes.
rifle.
Oh my god, 8 damage.
8 damage. Holy
The
shit.
other eye.
Okay,
I
yeah.
did the one eye
You-
last turn.
You're dropping him. How are you killing him? What's the injury? How are you taking this guy down?
the other eye. I shot him the left eye last time. This time's the right eye. I gotta make sure people understand. I have a suite of skills. Just, I could do more than bash things. I prefer to bash things.
This is the one that shot Harry. So he's sitting there. He's pleased with himself. He's leveling his MP40 now at Pavel, ready to open fire on him next chance he gets. And all of a sudden his head snaps back as you hear the Springfield ring out, and he just drops to the ground.
It's a solid piece of equipment. I respect it. It's not my preferred choice.
Is he just talking to himself?
Yes, he is. Just
no one's
talking to
around him.
himself.
All right. Who's going next? There's one left. He's already injured.
Just me, and I'm nowhere near the fight. So I'm going to munch on a baguette, and I'm going to use covert operations to scout our path to teleport onto the blimp while I'm sitting here in the tree line.
That makes sense.
So the stealthiest way we can get close enough where he can teleport.
Sure. One difficulty. Roll.
I mean, I got to do something over here.
I know. You're making yourself useful. I see what you're up to.
You want insight or reason?
Insight.
You can have your little dinky threat. I don't care.
Thank you. All right, but you do determine. You determine the best route. How you think you can get in there, undetected. Okay. Top of the turn order. You guys go first.
Pavel hasn't gone.
Oh, Pavel.
Oh, that's right.
Use your axe. Go run to that cyclone for me.
Well, actually, wait. Is this the same turn where I tried to? Is this the same turn where you took your mental stress? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did go.
Is it the same turn?
Yeah. It's the same turn.
Horn.
You cast a spell.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't actually think it is. I did it on round because the cyclone's been up for 3 rounds.
This is round
First
3.
Round was the cyclone. Yeah, so first round was the cyclone. Second round was the root.
Horn?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horn. Because I wouldn't have done. There's nothing else I did. I haven't.
Gotcha.
Yep. No, you're right.
Okay, so I will try to cast that again. And this time Harry's not next to me, so I don't have to worry about hurting him in any way. So I will just once again try to restrain this guy. Because it's better than trying to shoot at him. I suck at shooting. So that's 2 momentum.
Wow. Give yourself,
And then, so this is 4, so that's going to be... I'll spend both of that momentum on my power roll. So I'm rolling 8 power die. This could literally kill me. I might kill myself in this process.
No
effects. 7 damage. Whoa.
What on earth? It doesn't do any damage though.
So nothing happens?
That does to me.
You take 7 damage?
I did 7 damage to myself right there.
Oh my god, You take an injury.
It's soak it.
It's not physical damage.
Oh, it's mental. Okay.
Yeah, and I could soak, and I
Soak it
spent,
with courage.
so I'm soaking a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 for momentum plus my 2. So I still end up taking. You can still easily kill me on the next round.
Oh god,
I'm very low right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So now it's the top.
Now it's the top of the round.
So the cyclone goes?
Yes, but and I don't have full control of it anymore. But this is the last. So this is the last round. Cyclone will be in play, but because I'm close enough to it, you don't get to. So there's a thing where if I were to run away, you would have been able to spend threat to move it. But because I've stayed up close, it's gonna stay there and continue to do damage to the guy.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're kind of wrapping up at the end here. We're going to get into the session out of this, by the way, because we're not getting to the Zeppelin tonight. But you can take mental injuries, though. But you didn't take 5?
No, I ended up taking 4.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I took 4.
Because you can take mental injuries as well, but doesn't affect you. All right, top of the turn order. So this will probably be our last round, or one of the last rounds, I'm assuming.
One can only hope.
Holy crap.
Finally.
Holy
Finally.
Nice.
So is that 5 damage?
5 stun. 5
piercing.
damage with 5 piercing.
there we
And
go.
5 stun.
Die.
He's not dead, but he can't do anything. He's stuck in a cyclone. Well, he's stunned.
5 unresistible damage.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll take an injury.
It's all piercing.
Oh. Oh,
It's all piercing.
he's not dead. But I guess he'll take an injury. He'll take an injury, but he's not at 0 hit points, is what I'm saying. But he will take a second injury. Like, as a
Oh
lieutenant,
my
he can
God.
have 2 injuries. So he'll take another injury, and he's basically out of the fight.
Okay.
But he's
And he's stunned,
conscious.
too, yeah.
Right, conscious. He's not dead. He's still breathing. We'll play it that way. But yeah, what's your injury with your cyclone on the last round?
Whatever kind of I
Incapacitate.
want his arm, his shooting finger thingy. I want his arms to not work anymore, Matt, because I don't want to.
So you're just gonna break his arms?
Normally I prefer to separate them from the body, as you well know, but like breaking would be fine. Yes.
All right, we'll say like a
Or a-
large rock boulder
Baguette?
/ baguette slams into like his chest, knocks the wind out of him. Also, you hit like his dominant arm or dominant hand arm, and it is broken, and he drops to the ground, incapacitated. He's not dead. You can hear wheezing, but he is incapacitated. The fight over here in the field is over, but the German camp is on high alert. And I
If there are
think
3 people.
why you don't know what's in the Zeppelin, do we?
It's okay because we've got 2 jetpacks now. We
You
can
do
get
have-
there regardless.
Well, see, that's the funny thing about these jetpacks. And I'll tell you this right now. I'll drop them in your character sheets for next game. But every time I describe them, they were launching off the Zeppelin. So these things don't have the thrust to take off from the ground. You basically need to like jump into the air, like you need to free fall for these things to go. And I'll drop whoever tell me after the game who wants them, and I'll put them on your character sheets for next session. But you can't; they're not made to just like take off from a standing position. So keep that in mind. But you do have 2 jetpacks. All right.
Amazing.
This is going into another session. I thought this was going to be the finale tonight, but this played out way differently than I expected. We had a lot of failed rolls at the top of the session on the player's side, which resulted in combat slowly making its way towards where I thought everything was going to happen. I thought for sure the way you guys were rolling the last 2 sessions, you were going to stealth into the camp. You were going to like silently take out all the enemy soldiers, the Germans, one by one, till it was just Jonathan one-on-one with the big knocked wolf stormtrooper and the blade, and the rest of you were going to go into the Zeppelin. But no. We're just
that is what we thought too.
yeah.
There's still time.
Still time.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, but you know that's 6 more Nazis down.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and the 2 aerial troopers. So you've only ever seen 2 rocket troopers.
Yep.
And there's 2, 1 dead, 1 incapacitated on the ground in front of you.
Well, I think it's probably as soon as we talk to him, going to be 2 dead.
Yeah,
We're going to save them for Jonathan. He's going to be very excited.
that's fair. All right,
quick interrogation, and then a horrible death.
I have a map prepared for the camp. I have a map prepared for the Zeppelin. I had no maps prepared for this skirmish that we did tonight, but it was fun.
Seriously hurt.
Well,
Good.
The beauty is
Seriously,
the
for
beauty
real.
is none of us got any injuries, so it's the end of combat, so we get our stress back.
Mm-hmm.
What about fatigue? Did anybody take fatigue?
Yeah, I took a bunch of fatigue.
Fatigue's the nasty one where it just kind of lingers, right? So
Yeah.
Yep.
I can roll for it. I can do that off air. It's no big deal.
okay, cool. Let's do round table. Jeff, what do you got going on between now and next week, Thursday?
Yeah. Tomorrow, twitch.tv/lollygaggers. We are playing Delta Green, Possible Landscapes. We only have like 2 episodes of it left. So we're calling tomorrow the second to last. We'll see. And then Saturday, we're doing One Ring 2nd edition. And Monday, we are probably doing Ultraviolet Grasslands, but we're playing it by ear because it's apparently some kind of holiday. So, yeah, supposedly, whatever.
Supposedly. So they claim.
It's my wife's favorite holiday, and I took it off from work, and I'm not stupid enough to say anything bad about it on the air. Because if she happened to watch this, it would be the end of my life.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
That's funny. It's a made-up holiday.
All holidays are made up.
Okay. Fair. Technically, you're not wrong. All right. Megan, you what'd you play this past week?
I didn't play anything. I was eagerly I know, eagerly anticipating our live Dune session, Matt.
Yes, we're gonna play Dune locally here. I have been 3D printing like mad, player little boards and dashboards and holders and all kinds of bits for us. We're gonna play pimped out Dune when we get together, and it's printing right now behind me. It's been going this whole time.
Dude,
So
it warms my heart. I'm so excited.
this is the kind of shit I bought a 3D printer for. Is just like my board games. That's it. Yeah. So that's coming up. Aaron, what do you have between now and next Thursday?
Tomorrow on Garblag Games at 2:30 Central Standard Time, we will be having episode 1 of The Enemy Within, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition, where Jim is rebooting the campaign, and we're going to see what a duelist elf and a ironbreaker dwarf and a halfling physician and a human wizard and a human cavalryman can get into trouble in the old world. And
nice.
then Wednesday on Garblag Games, also at 2:30 Central Standard Time, we'll be playing Lex Arcana. The next Thursday at also 2:30 Central Standard Time, we will be playing Dune. Possibly the finale of Siege Abikat. Not 100% sure, but it's possible.
Dune, the role-playing game, and Megan and I are playing Dune, the board game, just to clarify. And then we're back with this. This will be the finale next week, Thursday. You got the Zeppelin. That's the end game. Jeremy, what do you got going on?
I'm just hanging out with you beautiful people and can't wait for the finale.
Woo! You've been looking forward to fighting that big armored trooper since we saw him. Like, this has been your end game, and I don't want to rob you of this.
I respectfully called dibs the moment you described him.
Yeah.
So we're going to just disappear and let you pull out that sword and just.
That's all I want. I want to be abandoned by my team so that I can use that sword.
Well, we'll come back and get you after you're killed everything. But
yeah. And Evan, you got nothing going on, eh? These days,
Nope,
other than
this. Just this.
Very good. Okay, well, that's it for us. We'll be back next week, Thursday, with the conclusion of the Romanian Imperative. Thank you, everybody who joined us. Thank you to the Raiders who came in during the stream. And hopefully you're able to join us next week, where maybe I'll finally be able to get a kill. Thank you, Australia's Plays, for buying me a reroll. I hurt Harry with it. It was worth it.
But not enough to give him an injury. And that's
not
really
enough for
what
an injury.
matters.
It's true. All right, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. Have a great night. Thank you to Modifius for supplying Garblag Games with copies of the book for Achtung, Cthulhu. And we'll see you next week.